Saquarema 4. It's not the Corona Cero post show, but we got an update for you, folks. But the biggest update is a big day for Portuguese surfing. Yolanda Hopkins has just qualified for the 2026 Championship Tour. It's been a long time coming, a couple of near misses, but today is Yolanda Hopkins' day. We can count in on the schedule for 2026, and it's big news for the country of Portugal, and it's big news for all the fans of yo-yo. We're live here in Saquarema, just outside of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and we're anticipating a finals day, but we do have an update for you. So what's happening today is Kuiper Girl, Marita Pops, and Mitchell Salazar. So Mitchell, what's happening right now, we just got the news. You just called that last quarterfinal. That was tremendous, by the way, for Yolanda. But with the incoming tide and this little bit of onshore wind coming, we were looking at doing the wave counts and seeing that there's not enough opportunity right now going forward with the tide flooding. So we're going to go on a hold. We're not done for the day. We are going to go on a hold. We're going to have a call at 2:30 local time for a possible 3 o'clock start. So that's the news. But let's get to the actual news. The big news is, Maida, Yo-Yo's on tour.
Yeah, it's just so amazing see a dream come true here in Itaúna. This girl, she put so much hard work on her career, and now, yeah, just accomplished what she was wanting for.
Mitch, you called the heat, and Yolanda knew the gravity of the situation, but what a performance under that pressure in pretty challenging conditions, I might say.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the additional part of it right there. But I think discipline has gotten her to this point. I think discipline has maintained her in the top 10 the entire time. But discipline is really the thing that qualified her, too. And she should be extremely proud of herself getting to this point right here. Monumental day for Portugal, huge day for Europe. And they have a Challenger Series surfer, that qualified already a few days ago. They have another one right here. This is big for that region right there. And the importance, the severity of yo-yo qualifying, it's huge.
Well, let's hear from Yo-Yo herself. Yo-Yo, Yolanda Hopkins with Manu Kayadu Manu.
Oh, yeah, guys, we love seeing that here in Saquarema. Yo-Yo, you are qualified to the championship tour. Congratulations. How does that feel?
Oh my God, I don't know if the feeling's already like in my head. I knew that heat was very important, but I felt like it was more nerves for the yesterday's heat. Today's, I was like, I want to make the final. I want to win a contest. I can't get in the CT without winning a contest. So yeah, that was like where my mindset was at. But the waves, I'm really confident in my surf. The ocean went really flat, and I couldn't really get any waves that I wanted to put my turns out. It so ended up being a lot of strategy, and I was really trying to keep myself calm, but it was really hard. And then she didn't need that big of a score, but I still can't believe it.
But you made it, and everybody said that you really deserve it. But no one knows that better than you, right?
I mean, me and my coach have been working so many years, and then not just us. There's like a crew of people behind us supporting back home, and I know without those people, we would never made it. We always say, like, we lose as a team and we win as a team, and this time it's not just me. I put on the work, but I need somebody to give me directions and give me support. And yeah, I couldn't be here without that crew.
Great, so now some words in Portuguese. Abre o seu coração, Yo-Yo.
Eu só queria agradecer a toda a gente em Portugal. Consegui, finalmente, vamos estar aqui na Tour, representar Portugal. Eu estou bem feliz e eu quero mesmo agradecer a toda a gente que tem a ver, acordar, estar aqui a apoiar ano atrás de ano, e eu espero ter representado bem e que vocês estejam felizes. Eu vou tentar dar o meu melhor no CT e levar a bandeira portuguesa o mais longe possível.
Congratulations, Yolanda Hopkins, qualified. Back to you guys.
Yeah, that's big news. And, in the context of professional surfing, Yolanda Hopkins with that qualification. We've seen Portuguese surfers on the championship tour, of course, Kikas, Frederico Moraes. We've seen Teresa Bonvolo with wildcards, Maida, but I believe this is the first time we're going to have a full-time Portuguese female surfer on the championship tour.
Yeah, this is huge for Portugal, and I really believe that she will really make the country really proud, because her surfing is so on point, and with all these emotions that she's right now. So Lovely.
Yeah, and really the theme is, I have to mention Thiago Pires as well
Yeah.
as a championship tour surfer. But Mitchell, you know, the theme is the European force. I think we've had that conversation. Is the Euro force back? Well, it seems that way to me.
Yeah.
And the Euro force was really illustrated just this morning. Tya Zebrowski up against Annette Gonzalez Echabari in the opening round of this quarterfinal. And it was, again, European surfers making it happen. We know, Mitchell, Tya Zebrowski, she's going to be on the championship tour. But it was Annette taking out the win here, moving into the semifinals.
To me, what makes this generation so special, Kaipo, is the youth. I mean, if you look at, you know, the median age around them, they're still in their late teens, and Yo-Yo's kind of the one outlier right there of the qualifiers. But Tia, as you said, the youngest ever to qualify at 14. Annette, though, into the semifinals. She's already had one this year at the U.S. Open. And let's be real, it's tough out there. You know, both were able to get a ton of waves, though, create opportunities, and it just seemed like that spicy surfing on the back end, especially those explosive turns, Kaipo, got Annette into the semis.
Yeah, and we can't talk enough, Maida, about this young lady, Tya Zebrowski. Can't wait to see her on the championship tour.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's been like 10 heats in a row that she didn't lost. When that one she lost, but she's so sharp. She really serves pretty well. It's gonna be fun to watch her on the championship tour.
How's this news, Mitchell? Sisters in semifinal number 1, Annette and Janire in semifinal number 1. That guarantees a Basque surfer in the final.
Yeah, pretty crazy. They've matched up, you know, during the regional QSs in Europe, but they've never matched up this late in an event here on the Challenger Series. So monumental for them, and Semi 2 looking pretty good too.
Semi number 2, Maida. Yolanda said in her interview she wants to win an event before she gets on the championship tour. She is on her way. She just has to get past Sally Fitzgibbons.
Yeah, this will really boost her confidence if she can win here. But first, she will meet Sally Fitzgibbons, a generation hit right there. Sally Fitzgibbons, a veteran, way more experienced. But Yolanda is she's just going for the goal.
Yolanda wins that semifinal number 2. We have an all-European final. Again, to talk about that narrative, Mitchell, of the Euro force coming back.
Yeah, it's big, especially on the women's side, too. We talked about the Basque surfers doing so well the last few years. I think the unity has a lot to do with it. You saw Keone Lassa and crew right there on the beach. If it weren't for them, I don't think they'd have the kind of familiarity and the sense of really progression to get to this point either.
I think there's two camps in Europe right now in surfing. We have the Basque people who are making an impact, and then we have the French movement right now, who took a clean sweep in the last Challenger Series over in Ericeira.
Yeah, it's a big deal right there. And you saw Joan Duru, he was on the Challengers just a few years ago. That guy could still compete right here. But Tya Zebrowski already on tour, Yo-Yo on tour. We have potential to see both Basque sisters later on the championship tour as well. I mean, they're a couple of heats away, a couple of heat wins away to move themselves into the top 7, Kipes.
Yeah, we got 5 more spots open, and it is going to be a fight for those 5 spots. Let's talk about the men's bracket. We're on hold right now, but when we go back into the water and resume competition, Maida, this is what we're going to look at. Samuel Pupo up against Kawa Costa in quarterfinal number 1.
Yeah, all Brazilian surf, this one. And Kawan Costa, very strong opponent to Samuel Pupo, who had already won here in Itaúna. So it's going to be massive, that one.
Quarterfinal number 4 looks pretty interesting, too. Clash of styles right there. Hanneman, he qualified at this location a few years ago. Keijiro Nishi has been surfing superbly well. I mean, on another level without pressure, too. But David Silva, last year's runner-up, he's got a tough customer in Jordy Lawler.
David Silva's going to want to do one better. And Oscar Berry on the live rankings, number 5. Oz Berry, a name out of Australia that we just got to know the last couple of years. Yeah. He's on the precipice of qualifying for the championship tour. If he plays his cards right, he takes a win out here. Remember, on stake, 10,000 points for a win in Saquarema.
Winter Vincent has been ripping too. Watch out for him.
Winter's been consistently the highest scoring surfer as well when we look at overall heat totals, so that's another thing. So again, the news is that we're going to put the event on hold right now. We're waiting for this incoming tide to pass. The receding afternoon tide is going to give us another opportunity. 2:30, visit worldsurfleague.com for the call, or catch us on social for a possible 3 o'clock start. We'll take a little bit of a break. Hey, but the good news, guys, is when we get back here, it's going to be Corona Cero 30. So we'll give you that news there. Enjoy some of these highlights during this break and check back in. See if we get going this afternoon in Saquarema. Aloha.